cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday, dear Emily.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you. Wait a minute, get the fire extinguisher.
Oh my heck!
Just a minute, let me get a picture.
She's got a lot of. She's
With the
got.
dog sniffing the cake.
Wait, get the next one. Oh, please! I hope.
Okay, I guess I have to do
Did you make your wish first? This year it can include boys, you know.
Whoa, good job.
I'm gonna stick me and I pee on her.
Well, that's a good one.
And in the mall, the park, no, the Meadowwood Mall, there used to be an ice skating arena, and one day I just took me and Emily ice skating, and we had a lot of fun.
That was really fun. I remember
Yeah.
that.
I remember when Emily had a solo in her 6th grade play, and that was the first time I thought that that I realized that she really had a beautiful singing
I want
voice,
to do
and
another
that
one.
it just always stuck in my mind what a good job she did, and then I knew she was going to be a great singer.
Can I do another one? Can I do another one?
I remember when, like like a lot of Christmases ago, we all slept in one room and it was fun. And I remember watching, Emily, an Ermetto thing on the TV. We'd all watch it in Europe Christmas. I don't know, but it was fun.
Can I do another one?
Okay,
I sort of remember when.
Can I do another one?
I remember when Emily went away to college at Rick's, and we had shared a room like our whole lives together. I don't think there ever was a year that we didn't share a room together growing up. And you were away at school, and I think we wrote every now and then once or twice, but you called once, and you were talking to Mom, and I think I was the only other one home, and Mom said, "Oh, why don't you say hi to Emily?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, I don't really know what to say, because, you don't, sometimes you, well, how are you doing, la la la, how's school?" And then Mom left. She's like, "Well, it's long distance, so don't talk too long." And I remember we talked for like an hour, just like catching up and talking. And I was like, it was the first time I really realized how much I missed you, and that I really did love you.
Very good.
I remember when a couple of years ago, Emily, when Pocahontas first came out, all of us, we went and saw Pocahontas, and then we went to Cinderella. And can I do another one?
It's Matthew's turn.
We have to go.
Well, I can think of a couple ones. I remember when we lived in a house in Idaho, and Emily and I were growing up. It was always a little bit competitive between the two of us, and I remember we had this. For some reason, to come up with, I was saying that I could go to the bathroom faster than Emily.
I don't remember this one.
And Dad
But
said,
you can.
and we had the new bathroom that we were building downstairs. And Dad said, "Okay, I'll time you." So I ran down, go as fast as I can, ran back up. I was like, and then Emily went, and you timed, and you said that she won. I still think it was.
Lied.
How come I don't remember this?
I don't remember that.
Well, it was just Dad, Emily, and I.
I don't remember it either.
And
But I'll take your word for it.
I also remember when we were little, Emily and I shared a room when we were little, and I had blocks, and I loved to play with them. And I remember that I had to get Emily to agree to play blocks with me, and I had to sink so low as I had to agree to share time playing Barbies with Emily. To get her to. Well, I had the Ken doll.
No, you had Han Solo doll.
Whatever.
You had Han Solo Star Wars figure. It's like a Barbie doll. It's like
No, I
the
wish I
same
had some
size.
videotape of that. That would have been.
He told me this is a great confession.
I played Barbies with my sister.
But he didn't have a Barbie. It was a
Yeah, I had the
it was a
Ken
Star
doll.
Wars
A
Barbie
Han
doll.
Solo.
It was like a Barbie. It was the same size
Yeah.
as a Barbie,
Yeah.
but it was different.
He said he always hoped that you would forget about the equal time sharing.
I don't.
And they had this thing it was one in Young Men, Young Women's, where you'd make a dinner and you'd go and you'd randomly draw names, and you'd put you with some young. And every year it'd trade off. One year the young men would make the dinners, and one of the young women, you'd have a picnic dinner prepared, and they'd draw your name with someone, and you got to go eat dinner just with them. And when you're like a young guy, it's kind of exciting, you know. You're like, gee, what, you know? And I remember that I drew Emily's name, right? And so at first I was kind of like, oh man, my own sister. But I remember we had a really good time. I think we were making fun of the other people and. You got a chicken all over his face. But I remember we had a good time. And so I've always enjoyed spending time with Emily, and you know, I think that I've seen Emily since she was a little girl, and had since that time when she came home and fell asleep with her bum up in the air and a diaper falling down, which we have recorded in film for all time. So,
Classic Kodak moment.
those are my I remember wins.
That's good.
Last month when I first met Emily.
You're a little bit of a disadvantage there.
But I remember Heather saying, "Oh, you're gonna love her. Oh, you know, you guys are gonna get along so well." I don't know. You just don't know, and they've heard about you, and you wonder what they've heard. But I remember that. Wow, it was just like no problem. You just came, we started hanging out. You guys left, and it wasn't uncomfortable like it can be. Like, can I use the water? She's totally fit in. So that's what I remember when.
Did you get one more, Laura? Okay.
Okay, love. That's why you're always wish the things your heart was dreaming of. Happy birthday with love always from Grandma and Grandpa Mom.
Did you get money?
Yes.
Come on. I knew it.
Of Emily, so I had to pick it out.
You reminded you of Emily.
Read it out loud.
Come on, show the
Put your
picture.
finger to her trembling lips. Shh, he said. Pull this. She pulled his finger. Her lip did the sound. Hope no one gives you any romance novels written by men. Hope this will see you through some long months of studying. Love your bro and your sister Mashu and Katrinky.
Katrinky.
Emily.
Oh, you got a nickname now?
He's met you.
Met you, my dear.
These have been sitting down here for like, what, a week and a
Yeah.
half?
Oh!
Mega
chocolate.
Ooh,
Mint
what is a
truffle.
mug?
That was
It's
the
gonna
best
be a
hot
cold
chocolate.
winter.
And this is a nice mug.
My goodness, you can take
Eat
a
your soup in there
bath
too.
in that.
Yeah. It has a heart.
There's no hot.
So they're made
I
of
know, heart
paper.
flower.
Is that a real rose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of someone's
Where'd you
wedding
get that?
bouquet or something.
Oh, beaches.
Shit, that's lit. I think we should watch that tonight, don't you?
Yeah.
What's the name of that? Who's that?
Thanks,
that?
Sarah.
Miller and
This is
Oh,
a
I love
cool
that
movie.
movie.
This is a classic. I could.
Everybody's
Save the rest of the
What?
They've done a happy unbirthday.
Anna Green Gables.
Oh.
He's gonna be miserable.
There's only 3 out of
You
them.
think up on the computer,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh, now you're making in the movie.
Oh, Calvin, did you read the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. They're
Ooh,
funny.
big surprise.
what could this be?
What could it be? Shoes.
Dude, we're the same size. Come on, see those? Pass them this way. Amy will be happy.
Christmas next year, everybody's got that big garbage bag. Who's turning it to pull out of the bag?
Oh.
Oh.
Pants.
Pantalones.
Ooh.
Make it dance.
Thanks, Mom.
I like that store though.
Flag.
We're not business.
Flag.
I know. That's why everything's on sale.
Oh, it's a sweater.
You got
Imagine.
black stuff, Emily. You went through a black period.
Yeah.
You went through a
Black.
black
Black
age.
sweater you got on or navy?
Maybe.
And your skirt.
Everything.
She's
I
gone
love
through a-
everything.
Black period. Yeah, since she went and tried them on, and I just wrapped them up.